watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Happening now at 6, covering the entire DMV. A mass shooting in the district. One man killed, several others hurt, where shots rang out as police investigate. And standing up to cancer, one man's 24-hour challenge in Virginia after beating the odds himself. We're live with that report. And game day savings before the Chiefs and 49ers duke it out. How to build your Sunday snack board for less. We're stretching your dollar.
Good stuff there. And our weather, well, it was good temperature-wise, but we had plenty of clouds around, and we have some showers overnight tonight. We'll talk about that in just a few minutes.
All right, Scott, thank you. Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 6. I'm Ben Dennis. This Saturday evening, we have some breaking news tonight. Firefighters in Frederick County, they're battling a massive 3-alarm fire in Frederick. You can see those flames, a huge amount of smoke billowing there, breaking out on the South Carroll Street near the corner of South Street. Everyone should avoid that area if possible, we're told. We'll keep you updated through the night right here on DC News Now. Meantime, police in the district say that they're looking for this man in connection to a homicide earlier this month in Northwest. Officials say it happened on 15th last Friday around 2 in the morning. On the scene, police found a man suffering from life-threatening injuries. He died after being transported to a hospital. There's a reported assault there. Take a look at your screen. The suspect captured on surveillance. Police are offering a reward of up to $25,000 for information leading to an arrest. Staying in the nation's capital, police are still investigating a mass shooting overnight. One man killed, 3 others hurt in Northeast. We're told this happened inside of a building on Rom Street just before 10 o'clock. Police say they found one person shot inside the building, one outside. Officials say 2 other victims took themselves to the hospital. The 3 other victims that survived reportedly suffered non-life-threatening injuries. D.C. police are also investigating a shooting in the Anacostia neighborhood where police shot a man. Police say that this happened shortly before 7 p.m. yesterday on the 1400 block of Bangor Street in Southeast. This is near Fort Stanton Park. Investigators say that officers were patrolling the area when they tried to contact the man. He started running. Police Chief Pamela Smith didn't specify why officers initially tried to talk to him, but after he started running, police say the man fired several shots at them. Reportedly, police shot back. That's when the suspect was hit, taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries.
We've heard from our community members over and over and over again that they want to see us present in these places, and we are here. Our officers were exactly where we needed them to be, doing exactly what we needed them to do in this particular area.
And it remains unknown how many shots were fired and how many officers were involved, though none were hurt. Investigators say that the officers were not in full uniform at the time, but they did have body cameras. Turning now to Alexandria, a man is once again taking steps to cure cancer. He's doing his family's restaurant in quite a unique manner. DC News Now's Dave Laval joins us from Arlington's Fireworks Pizza and tells us how this man is standing up to cancer. Dave, this is a great story indeed. Tell us more.
Well, good evening, Ben, and you are right. This is definitely a great story. You see, the bar and restaurant industry can be extremely tiring with all the time employees spend on their feet, but you're not going to hear any complaints from Pat Malone. You see, once again, he is spending, listen to this, 24 hours on his feet without a break. Malone stepped out on his 10th annual Stand Up to Cancer campaign about 90 minutes ago. Doctors at Walter Reed National Military Medical Center removed a malignant peripheral nerve sheath tumor from his shoulder in 2014. Malone's been cancer-free since then. And at 4:26 this afternoon, Malone once again started to stand up for cancer. Why that time? Well, that's when Malone woke up from his surgery. This fundraiser is challenging, he admits, but it's one he's ready to tackle.
There are people who can't stand up, and there are people who are afflicted with cancer, and people who are, they're might be bedridden or they might be in wheelchairs or whatever. So I'm kind of doing this really for anybody who's fighting the battle. Enjoy. See ya. Bye-bye.
Malone estimates he's raised more than $100,000 for Stand Up to Cancer with his annual fundraiser. Fireworks closes at 11 o'clock tonight, but Malone will be on his feet throughout the night for anyone who wants to stop by and see how he's doing, and more importantly, make a donation. This event will wrap up at 4:26 tomorrow afternoon. Now, coming up on our later newscast, we're going to tell you why this could be the last time Pat Malone does this. We're live in Arlington. Dave Laval, DC News Now.
Thanks to Dave. Best of luck to Mr. Pat Malone out there. Great cause. Hey, Scott Summer, we've got a live look outside. A beautiful shot of Roslyn in Arlington County. Hey, you're tracking some rain on the way, I hear.
I am, but I'm also talking some temperatures here, Ben. Let's start off with that. We had a record-tying temperature in Sterling, Virginia. Here, a high of 65. The old record, 65, set back, funnily enough, just last year in 2023. All right, and the high in the district was 64 degrees. Now, if you want to know record high, well, it had 68 degrees, so we're 4 degrees off that. Average should be 47, but whoa, boy, oh my. Well, we're looking at, 17 degrees warmer than what the average high was. And as you see, the morning low was 30 or 45. The average low should be 31. And the record low, -8 in 1899. Now, we're dealing with double nickel here under mostly cloudy skies. We went from 64 degrees down to 55. And the record warmth we had this afternoon, or tying warmth anyway, in our area and then places to the north and to the west, well, that's going to come to an end here as we have a couple of fronts to move on through. We've had a little bit of shower activity throughout the day, but more is waiting and the winds ready to get in here overnight tonight. But at least through 7 through 11 p.m., it should be dry and temperatures will be into the 60s. Down into the middle 50s by that midnight hour.
Tracking it all. Thank you, Scott. Community alert tonight. Heads up for Metro riders. Starting today, the red line will be closed between Tacoma and Rhode Island Avenue. That means there will be no service at Fort Totten or Brooklyn stations, but shuttle buses will run in place of those trains, and the green line will still operate at Fort Totten. Trains will also be single tracking between McPherson Square and Smithsonian on the orange, blue, and silver lines. Meantime, folks in the district, they're ringing in Mardi Gras earlier today at the Wharf. The event featured a parade with floats from local businesses across the district. Also followed by live performances from bands and local artists. Those that showed up to celebrate early were encouraged to dress in their most impressive Mardi Gras-inspired outfit. Meantime, several roads will be closed tomorrow for D.C.'s Chinese New Year celebration. Starting at 9 a.m., H Street Northwest between 6th and 7th will close. 6th from H Street to Massachusetts Avenue will also be closed. I Street Northwest from 5th to 7th Street will also be closed. For those on the roads this weekend, Virginia State Police, they're going to be stepping up patrols on I-66. Not just there, and Maryland Police along I-495 and 270. State Police are asking drivers to designate a sober driver, a DD, if their big game party involves alcohol. It's all part of an effort to reduce the number of fatal crashes to 0 during enforcement periods. Enforcement focuses on 4 key causes of those crashes: distracted driving, impaired driving, speed non-compliance, and not wearing a seatbelt. Buckle up, folks. A survey by the American Gaming Association finds a record-breaking nearly 68 million American adults are expected to bet on this year's Super Bowl game between the Chiefs and the 49ers. That's 1 in 4 Americans, up 35% from last year. An association expects $23 billion to bet this year. Right now, sports betting is legal in 38 states and in the district.
Look, I think that more and more people wager on the Super Bowl in some capacity, right? Whether that's people actually putting money down on the game at sports books, or betting for Super Bowl squares, or just doing some fun bets with their friends at parties. Everyone has some reason probably that they're watching the Super Bowl, whether it's the commercials or the actual game or the halftime.
Spokesperson with FanDuel tells us that during last year's Super Bowl, they set a record 45,000 bets per minute every 60 seconds and expect more than 60,000 bets per minute come Sunday. Turning now, a bill notifying Virginia parents who own guns about safely storing them that just passed in the state Senate. Our Tosin Fakile is in the studio with more details on what that bill requires.
That bill passed in the Senate with 23 votes in favor and 16 noes. The bill puts an extra task for school boards of reminding Virginia parents with guns the importance of safe storage and that the responsibility falls on them to keep those firearms secure. The bill requires each school board to notify parents of their legal responsibility to safely store any guns in the home. They also have to inform them of the risks associated with not storing that gun right, statistics relating to gun-related accidents, injuries, and death among juveniles. The bill would also require school boards to develop and implement a policy, sending a text or email with that information within 30 days of the first day of the school year. And that notification goes to parents of each child in a school. Now, it requires also the notification be done annually. The House version of the bill passed in the Virginia State House 54-45 at the end of January. This bill also calls for each school board to make the parental notifications available in multiple languages on its websites. In the studio, I'm Tosin Fakile. Back to you.